Hello everyone, I am Caelar, and this is my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear. We are on episode 4, so after a lot of doing, we finally got out of that stupid dungeon from the very beginning, and now we are at the Ducal Palace, apparently investigating some strange noises that scared our poor Imoen. So, I'm going to poke around a bit, see what's up.
Not a problem.
What do you need?
Like a high-level ranger now. Come on. 88% this.
You want it? You got it.
Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
There are people here. Help me.
Oh
Keep
boy.
back. I'm warning you. Come any closer and I'll...
Cut her down.
No, we're not doing this. Hey guys, maybe cut down the crap, would you? Yeah, I don't like you guys.
The hero
You
is
catching
here.
a bad case of death.
With ease.
Okay. Are you alright,
You all right?
I'll live, but my friend Imoen requires aid. A healer will be here soon.
Forgive me. I'm Shale Corwin, Captain, Flaming Fist. Enemy forces penetrated the palace. I tried to reach you before they did, but... well,
Well, you did what you could, and I thank you for it. Is everyone else safe?
I wish I knew. Duke Eltan has people trying to assemble the Council of Four in the main hall. You may want to join them once your friend's been taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
Imoen, are you here, girl?
Not a
She
problem.
is here, Grand Duke Janath, but she needs help.
Let me see her.
Not a problem.
Fenster and the other healers are dealing with the wounded downstairs. I've some knowledge of the healing arts and a few potions. Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Duke Janath, what is this all about?
Several assassins managed to penetrate the palace. Some guards stumbled upon them and raised the alarm. A handful of the attackers were slain. The rest scattered through the building, finding their way to you and wounding my apprentice. The assassin's blades are coated with a mystic poison, but I believe I can save her.
What can I do to help?
The best thing you can do right now is accompany Captain Corwin downstairs and ensure the palace is secure.
Of course, milady. I'll give you a moment to recover yourself and await you on the second floor.
Alright. Very well. A parchment, eh? Let us see this parchment. Inside the folded piece of parchment is a passingly accurate rendering of the face of Jotar, hero of Baldur's Gate. Huh. Interesting. Someone is a very good artist. I'm going to put this on the refrigerator.
Not a problem.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, look. This drawer is unattended. Not too shabby. See if we can't get some potions to a few people. And this can go right in the baggie. Alright.
With ease.
I'll leave those two bookcases alone. There's no telling if they'll still try to arrest me if I take anything from them.
You must must gather your party before venturing forth.
And there they are. You guys are just so mean. Anyone else like close to me that needs? No, we're good. Excellent. Let's see if we can't enhance his combat abilities a wee bit. No, we're fine. We're fine. This is fine.
There are more assassins about.
Not bad.
Is that all of them?
It doesn't matter. If there are more, they too will fall.
The council will want to know you're all right. We should get downstairs. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
With ease. With ease.
More bottles of wine. It's fine. Let's get out of here.
Not a problem.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Let us begin. You know your host, Duke Belt, and Grand Dukes Elten and Entar Silvershield, I believe.
I heard they killed Entar Silvershield, I think, in the last game, but they must have resurrected him. Grand Duke Silvershield, weren't you, forgive me if this is indelicate, were you killed?
It took all of Fanster's skills to restore me to life, but we are not here to discuss my health.
Oh, certainly.
What do you know of the so-called Shining Lady, Caelar Argent?
Not as much as the commander of the Flaming Fist, I'd wager.
I examined the body of one of the assassins. The sun cresting the horizon was branded upon his forearm.
The
Interesting.
symbol of Caelar Argent in her cursed crusade.
A crusade is in Baldur's Gate. I thought they were only active north of the winding water.
They were. Something has changed. The crusade has disrupted trade all along the Sword Coast. Hundreds, thousands have been driven from their homes, their fields and storehouses ransacked.
Whoa.
Some weeks ago, we dispatched 100 Flaming Fists to join with soldiers of Waterdeep and Daggerford and march on Caelar's stronghold, Dragonspear Castle.
It won't be enough. The Crusade's ranks have swelled. After the Iron Crisis, the Fists are already stretched perilously thin. Even so, we're sending every sword we can muster north.
We would have you join them. The hero of Baldur's Gate is once again called upon to defend the city. I will stand ready to answer that call.
Excellent. I knew our faith in you was not misplaced.
There is one other thing you should know. I took this parchment from one of the assassin's bodies. It's a passable likeness of you. I'm sure you'll agree.
Caelar sent killers after me in the Ducal Palace. But I'm so very lovable.
You need not go alone. The Fist shall back you, and more as well, if you wish. I know the whereabouts of your old allies. Some of them, anyway. The captain here can escort you to them.
So we're headed to the nearest tavern, I presume?
A couple of them, if you'd like. I'll be at the main doors when you're ready to go.
You're doing Baldur's Gate a great service. We'll not forget it.
I already have my friends here, but thank you.
With ease. With ease.
Ski?
Can I help you?
Yeah, she was one of the companions you could pick up in the previous
You
game.
remember me. Surely you do.
Of course, Ski, but why are you here? As I recall, you were kidnapped when we last spoke.
I was just a child then. Now, I'm a woman. I've even joined... Well, never mind. I'll tell you that later. when I'm sure we're alone. I heard you talking to Daddy and the other dukes about Caelar. Are you going to Dragonspear?
The Shining Lady and I have business to settle.
Daddy hasn't told you everything. Did he mention he thinks Caelar might be one of Baal's children? Yeah, I thought not. We can't talk here. I'll tell you more later.
Interesting. Oh, there's Duke Elton. I'll say hello to him.
Simply no standards these days.
Whew, the council must end this ridiculous crusade. It's draining our fair city's resources to the limit.
Greetings. How are you holding up?
Well enough.
After Sarevok's defeat, I had hoped for peace, but it was not to be. I grow too old for this sort of thing. Once it would have excited me, now I am simply weary. A Kalashite monk once told me, every night is dawn's herald. The trick is to hold on to the memory of light until the darkness breaks.
They call Caelar the Shining Lady. She fancies herself the light that will break the darkness.
However Caelar and her followers try to justify their actions, they are disrupting commerce throughout the Sword Coast, and our people suffer for it.
I've been called many things in my time, Jotar, but my mother was no dog. Names are just words, and words can be twisted. However, Caelar and her followers try to justify their actions. They are disrupting commerce throughout the Sword Coast, and our people... Oh, yeah, I already said that. If you could withstand the forces aligned against her.
Let us hope Caelar Argent isn't one of them. As pleasant as it is to speak with you, I am required elsewhere right now. Oh, if you do venture into the city, be sure to take Captain Corwin with you. A talented officer, that one. She'll take care of you.
Well, if I do, I need to go up and get my stuff so I can start making sales. Jospill.
You are welcome here.
It's a bad business. Terrible business, all of it. What? Too depressed to talk right now. Give me a moment, please. I need to compose myself. Okay, Jaspil. Are you good now? Are we cool? A good day to you. It is a good day, though. Reports are coming in by the hour now. The world's a disaster. Homes put to the torch. Refugees filling Baldur's Gate with gods know how many more on the way. Who's burning homes? Oops. Caelar Argent and her mad crusade, of course. What do they call her? Oh, right, the Shining Lady. Is there anything more you can tell me about her? She's an Argent, a family known for its service to Lothander, the Morning Lord. Most of her ancestors were paladins of the Order of the Aster. Some say there's divine blood in her veins. She's convinced her followers they can face any challenge and emerge triumphant. So what's this crusade all about? Oh, no one seems to know the ultimate goal, but whatever it is must require a lot of people. She's got an army marching across the Sword Coast, and it's growing. She claims her followers enjoy divine protection from all those who challenge them. Lunacy, I call it! Tell me more of Caelar. You already told me that. Alright, thank you. Tamora will be with you then. You'll need her. I'll have a chat with Entar.
Yes, what does the hero of Baldur's Gate need of me?
I understand you suspect Caelar Argent is a child of Baal.
After Sarevok, we're the fools not to consider the possibility. But there is rumor and conjecture. If you two share blood, that's all the more reason for you to represent us, no?
Fair enough, but could you tell me more of the situation in the north?
I have scattered reports, rumors, conjecture. It is said the crusade holds sway from the High Moor to the Winding Water. The High Moor and Misty Forest are Caelar's, as are the Serpent Hills and most of Trollbark Forest. She has much of the Troll Hills too, but even she avoids Warlock's crypt. So far, at least. After her attack on you, I think her bold but reckless. Willing to attempt anything to further her agenda, whatever it is.
Well, she can't be that smart if she tried to attack me.
Now, you must excuse me. The council must see to the city as you see to Caelar. Timora favor your travels.
And we shall. Alright. I should probably go upstairs and grab most of my stuff that I wish to sell.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Not a problem.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
With ease.
Oh, there she is.
Not a problem.
How goes
welcome
things?
you with outstretched hand.
Doubt you could wake her even if you tried, but it'd be best for all if you didn't try. Leave us for now. Alright.
Don't worry about me.
There are two strongest people in there. I'm just going for the sellables. Seriously? Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay, who's next on my... Oh, her.
Right.
Stop doing that. I'm not gonna worry about those things. At least for now. Alright. Tired of looking at you. Let's get out of here.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
It will be done.
Oh, I should say hello to Belt. Because his parents clearly hate him.
It will be done.
Accept my apologies. My intent was to keep you and Imoen safe. Caelar's assassins, indeed any assassins, should never have been able to breach the palace.
Where there's a will, there's a way. By all accounts, the Shining Lady's will is iron, as are her followers. She trusts too much in mercenaries, though. Enough coin may turn that to our advantage. I'm not sure people who rely on the Flaming Fist should look too closely at turning mercenaries against their paymasters. Oh, cut the head from the snake and its body surely will die. What do we know of Caelar Argent? I wish there was more to tell. Our scouts in the Troll Claws and High Moor have had little success in tracking her movements. In the process, many of our people have gone missing or, worse, left our service to join her. To turn loyal soldiers against their own city. Adherents of many faiths flock to her banner. What she hopes to accomplish is big, but that's done nothing to diminish her followers' devotion. Zealots for followers, a hidden agenda, and no idea of her plans or strategy. If she means to wage war upon us, we're already losing. What more do we know? She first appeared at the High Moor with a handful of followers. Her ranks swelled alarmingly fast. Initially, their efforts were geared toward taking control of Dragonspear. Once that castle was seized, more flocked to her cause. Her army spread out in all directions, and now it's reached us. I hope we can end this threat. We will see about marshaling our own troops and preparing for another attack. Interesting to learn whether she's an actual paladin or not. It's an interesting prospect. How do I get out of here? I thought the door was around here somewhere. Seriously, where's the exit? Isn't there an exit around here? Am I just at the bottom floor or something? Oh, yeah. I'm not at the actual bottom floor.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Not a problem.
Hi, lady.
It will be done.
Hello. I am glad to see you well.
And you, tell me, how fares Imoen?
The intruder's weapons were poisoned, but Timora smiled upon us. The poison was weak and fatal only to the weakest of victims. Imoen's heart beats much stronger than that.
Oh, you have no idea.
It's worrisome that the palace was so easily penetrated, and to learn that Caelar's reach extends this far beyond the winding water.
And attacking me, she has overextended herself.
I fear we are missing something here. Caelar's actions make little sense. Why would she attack you? And if she succeeded, what does she gain from killing the hero of Baldur's Gate?
Perhaps I'll find the answer in Dragonspear Castle.
I am glad we had a chance to speak before you depart. But now, I must go. There are many demands on my time. If I do not attend to them, their number will only grow. Farewell.
Indeed.
It will be done.
So, enforcers, servants.
Don't worry about me.
Let's switch to bow and arrow now. I was just down here. Why did I go? Oh, yeah, that's right. I went back upstairs to grab all my stuff. Well, I'm out. Baldur's Gate awaits, Jotar. I'd like to get my gold before we leave. The Ducal Perseus, Phyllis has been holding it for you. You'll find him in the basement near the treasure room, but if not actually inside it. I'll be here when you return. Very well. I'll need to purchase some... Good, I'll be back after I speak with him.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And away we go!
With ease.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Phyllis. There you are. I should see if Ski is around here somewhere as well. I don't remember where she said that she would be. Oops. Oh. I won't find her, she'll find me. Apparently the game couldn't have bothered to,
You are welcome here.
Oh, Jotar, what brings you down to this palace treasury at night? Well met, oh, Phyllis. I embark on a journey soon. I'd like to withdraw my savings. You want your money, do you? If you'd be so kind. Yes, well, you see, here's the thing. There's, in regards to your goal, there's a little problem. I, don't exactly have it at the moment. That is a little troubling. A lot of effort went to acquiring that gold of Phyllis. Nearly cost me my life on more than one occasion. I still don't know how it happened. The dog won every race, and it was in the last 5-10 days. It should have won this one easily, but who brings their pet rabbit to a dog race? I mean, really. You bet my gold on a dog race. All of it? In fairness, I also bet my gold on the race and lost that too. Yeah, but I probably have a lot more than you do. I can get the gold for you soon, very soon, I swear. Please don't tell the Duke Belt of all this. I'll lose my post. You can get the gold, and how long will that take? Please, just give me a little time. I'll get it for you, I swear. I'll go right now and fetch it for you, shall I? Yes, I'll go now. I'll meet you outside the palace with your money before you leave. Oh, boy. Do not mess with my monies. Sell key. Maybe I should hang on to that. Seems like something worth hanging on to. Of course, that's probably just a leftover from the tutorial, maybe? Who knows? Someone out there? Who is in here? An officer of the Flaming Fist. You've got to get me out of here. And how did you get in there? A doppelganger tricked me into opening the door, took my face, and then locked me in here. Please, find a key and let me out. Alright, I'll tell you what. You and it's me again. I found a key near here that may work. Thank the gods, I thought I'd never get out of this cell. And who are you? My name is Adianelli. I'm an officer with the Flaming Fist. I stumbled upon a mage in the Saravok's service. She tricked me, locked me in this cell. An officer of the Flaming Fist, duped you into being locked in the Ducal Palace cell. How did she manage that? I can't just stand around here talking. I've got to speak with my commander. You have my gratitude. I'd give you more if I had more to give, but I do not. I must bid you farewell.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I feel I may have done a bad thing.
Ease. With ease.
Corwin? Oh, yeah. Just keep it waiting. Let's keep it waiting no longer. Apparently some former companions do as well. The Flaming Fist has tracked down a few of your known associates. Unfortunately, several were beyond our reach. We can discuss that later. Right now, I need supplies. You want to visit the Sorcerer's Sundries, then I can get you there. Let's go. Well, tell me about... Nah, let's just go there.
I stand ready.
Did you say something to me? Let's be off then. Stay close. The streets are shoulder to shoulder with people. It's a cutpurse's dream out there and assassins. Okay. Well, let's get my stuff
With ease.
returned.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
A city's just a whole lot of friends you haven't made yet. Probably cut purses and cultists too, though. So don't get too relaxed.
Indeed.
Not a problem.
Well, it's pretty
Flaming
bad out
Fist
here.
is trying to keep the peace, but it's an uphill battle.
Oh well, they even changed the. They didn't just reuse classic Baldur Gate stuff. There he is. Jotar, there you are. I'm glad to see you. Uh-huh. You're bleeding. What exactly has happened to you? I had it, Jotar. I had your money. Had? I don't like the sound of that. My tense is making you tense. No laughing. Laughing's no good right now. Ribs are pretty broken. I had your gold. I said I'd get it, and I did, but before I had a chance to bring it to you, I was attacked. Attacked by ruffians. Uh-huh. Where did this happen, and what can you tell me of these ruffians? They were refugees fleeing the Crusade. I heard one that they said they could return to the 3 old kegs. 3 old kegs, huh? Alright, get into the palace and find a cleric. Streets aren't safe, especially for someone in your current state. You're a kind man. Thank you, I'll repay you. I swear, I just need a little... I need some healing. Excuse me. Yeah, ruffians.
It will be done.
I should hold bets as to... Ooh, cool. Yeah, they completely redid it. Alright, to the 3 old kegs then.
The 3 old kegs isn't far from here. There's a pair of Rishemi travelers staying there. Duke Eltan thought you might speak with them.
Okay.
It will be done.
Oh man, this looks great. And who are you? Wow, there's a whole lot of named people here.
It will be done.
There are many ways of dealing with such as you.
Looking to lighten your purse, chum. Well, well, what do you got here? Just a concerned citizen. Is that right? Well, maybe you should shove off before you get hurt. And leave you to your larceny? I overheard you. I know you're searching for a target to rob. And you're offering yourself as a pick? Now that I think of it, you got the look of someone with a bit of coin in your pocket. Yeah, that's right. You tell him, Lewis. How about you hand over every copper you have, and maybe we'll let you go. You're so blind you can't see a skilled warrior when he stands before you. Think twice before challenging me. You wouldn't be the first band of thugs I've taken down. Hey now, we were just joking around, right? Right, guys? Get a hold of yourself, Arce, you coward. I just remembered I left my front door unlocked. Bye! Even one person down, we can take him. Even one person down, we can take him. Get him! Well, aren't you guys just so dumb? Alright. I can handle this. Oh, and Finoa leveled up. Neat. You can take a nap there. And you, let's level you up. Wow, jumped up to 95%. And level 1 spells! Yay! I like level 1 spells. Magic. So what level 1 spell should she learn? Armor of Faith is good for any warrior type. And frankly is usually my default for characters such as her. Eventually I'll probably have her pick up Entangle and a couple of Cure Light Wounds or two. But for now, preventative damage is better than healing damage after the fact. Anywho, she'll take you.
How may I be of assistance?
You just keep being awesome. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Not a problem.
Well, it's a way to clear a crowd, all right. Just bracers. Oh, that was unfortunate for you. So what do you think, Corin? Everything alright? That's fine. Who am I supposed to be talking to here? Grand Dukes thought you'd want to talk to a ranger named Minsk and a magician named Dinah here. I know those two. Alright. Yeah, we'll go that. Just on the side of the street, just beyond the Barker. Stay close, and if we get separated, it could take hours to find each other. Yeah. You might have magic, but still, cell phones are quite beyond you. And I missed my entrance. Alright. Alright, Robo. How are you doing? Oh, since you insist. Welcome to the Three Old Kegs. Step through the door and experience one of the finest inns in Baldur's Gate has to offer. Must be drumming up quite a bit of business. Oh yes, the streets are packed with refugees looking for lodging. The Iron Throne building offers temporary shelter to those who can't afford rooms for themselves. I'm here to let those who can know the Three Old Kegs offers excellent quality at a fair price. This crusade may be bad for the Sword Coast, but it's been a blessing for us. The work does get a bit tiring, though. I wonder if I could ask you a favor. You can ask, but I make no promises. I've been shouting out here for hours. My voice is starting to go. If you're going inside, could you ask Caelar to send a drink out for me? Sure. Thank you. She's inside somewhere, usually on the main floor, I think. I must return to work for now.
It will be done.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Alright.
Not a
I'll
problem.
await you here until you're ready to go.
Very well. When you leave, don't move too far ahead of me. If I lose you in the crowd, Duke Elton will have my head.
Not a problem.
'Tis always good to give a little tip.
Good night to you. May it be of assistance. Tell me about yourself. Who, me? Well, there's not much to tell. Tavern needed someone to run the taps, and I needed some coin in my pocket. My man's a sailor, and he's gone for weeks at a time. Keeps me busy and lets me talk to people. How about a drink? You're in luck! We have that here. Fortunately, I have no money. Let's see. Now, who was it I was supposed to talk to about that drink to that guy? Caelar. Yeah, that's you.
'Tis always good to give a little tip.
The crier outside is losing his voice. He'd like a drink. Mercy, we barely have drink enough to satisfy paying customers. I'll send one out when I can, but it may be a while. I'm a hardy individual with an ox of stamina, but even I can find Robles task hiring. Are you sure you can't find a way to send the drink out more swiftly? Alright, you've convinced me. I'll have the kitchen mix some hot lemon water with a bit of rum and honey and send it out right away. I'm sure you'll appreciate it. Well, back to work. Enjoy your stay at the Three Old Kegs.
You have but to ask.
Alright.
Not
Well,
a problem.
I'm not going to have them join my party, but I could at least say hello to Minsk and Dinah here.
With ease. Yes? With ease.
Well, a whole bunch of named people. Oh,
'Tis
man.
always good to give a little tip.
If you're looking for a drink, one of the bartenders downstairs can help you. Yeah.
I'm
Hey.
so tired.
Crusaders must be stopped. It's a time for heroes. Oh there, stranger. Come and have a drink with us. You seem high in spirits this night, friends. Why wouldn't we be? There's a roof over our heads, food and drink, more than we've had since the Shining Lady's bloody crusade drove us from the troll claws. Really? To whom do we owe the feast? Duke Belt's charity that feeds us. Or the charity of the palace's treasurer, anyway. What was his name again? Ophidius? No, Ophilus, that was it. He was the one that contributed to our merrymaking. It's funny that you mention Ophilus. I encountered him earlier. He did not have the air of one who happily parted with the gold you spend here with such abandon. Who are you, and what do you want with us? I'm the man who will see every last one of you lie dead at my feet unless the gold you stole is returned. I am Jotar, and among other things, I'm the hero of Baldur's Gate, the slayer of Sarevok, destroyer of the Iron Throne. I'd like the money you took from Ophilus. My money. We don't have the gold. Then you have a problem. No. This banquet you enjoy is certainly impressive, but you could not have spent all of my gold on it. The journey to Baldur's Gate was long and hard, and our time here has been no easier. We're skin and bones. This is the first decent meal we've had in 2 months or more. Our story is hardly unique, I know. Thousands who fled the crusade huddle in the streets of the city, cold, hungry, and alone. We took the treasurer's gold, not just to help ourselves, but others who share in our plight. Oh, moral decisions. He is not evil. And I still have plenty of money, at least in the form of things I need to sell. Gave the rest of the gold to those who needed it. to those who desperately needed it. The gold saved many lives, or at least prolonged them for a time. If we must be punished for that, then so be it. I'll die gladly, knowing I did so in service to a higher cause. And if we're not killed, a cell in the Flaming Fist will certainly at least offer a roof overhead and a meal a day. That's more than many have right now. Your heart might have been in the right place, but what about Ophilus? You beat the man within an inch of his life. I can't allow thievery and assault to go unchallenged in this city. Go downstairs and turn yourself into Captain Corin of the Flaming Fist. You're right. We needed what we took, but that doesn't excuse what we did. We'll turn ourselves in. Farewell. Okay. Alright, I can accept this. But why is painting selectable? Yeah, I can't take that. Alright. We'll go find the other two and kindly refuse them. Ladies and lords, it seems. There's no doubting it. Now it's time to remove the Council of Four and take the city for us. Hush, someone's here. You there! This is a private room! What are you— You're Jotar, aren't you? The hero of Baldur's Gate? What are you doing here? I couldn't help but overhear you. Oh, what precisely did you hear? Oh, I don't know. Nice bandy chat among friends, something about treason. I suggest we convene another time. Good night, all of you. Oh, the only place you're going is in prison. I'd be happy to let you noble folk go on your way, and happier still to forget what I heard. No. The only place you're going is to prison. If you think we'll lay down and die without a fight, you'd best think again. Have at you! Seriously?
Worry not.
Bunch of... Poor unfortunate souls. Too bad. You lost. Oh, that is such a good movie. I'm sorry, guys, but we must enact justice. Yeah, that went about as well as I expected. Holy crap. Holy moly. Lord Maxwell, it's time to take action. Arya agrees with me that we can't risk openly challenging the Grand Dukes of Baldur's Gate. They wield too much influence and their motives cannot be trusted. I've heard disturbing rumors regarding the killer Saravak, whom the Dukes are now in league with. How can we trust them to lead our city and reap the profits within? Meet us at the Three Old Kegs tomorrow and we'll decide on a plan of action. Elric should also be joining us. Burn this letter. I think I will keep that. Actually, I think he will. Well, at least I have some money now. Even if it is blood money. Ostentatious boots. Oh, charisma +1. Am I wearing any boots? I am not wearing boots! Ostentatious indeed. The power of my charisma is even more compelling.
Not a problem.
What is it, Boo? I've never seen you so... Ah, can it be? Is this the hero of Baldur's Gate I see?
Wouldn't want to expect a like... you know of me?
Only a madman would not recognize the slayer of Saravok. Isn't that right, Boo? Oh, forgive me. I am Minsk, and this is Boo. Boo is a miniature giant space hamster.
I've been advised to seek you and someone named Danaher out. Sword Coast faces a new threat in the form of the Shining Lady, Caelar Argent. I go to face her soon. No. I'm not asking him to join me. I have a proposal for you, though.
And do as the cats do to Boo when they think he is not looking, and follow.
Alright. I will go in and discuss terms.
It will be done.
Dine here. Someone would like to speak with you.
No more, my friend. I've enjoyed debating your hamster on the finer points of... Oh, who is this? Wait, I know thee. Yes?
I am. It's good to meet you, Dinah here. What is it I can do for thee this night? I'll be facing Caelar Argent, a shining lady. Do you know anything of her?
I know of this woman. There are those who believe her to be a daughter of the divine, perhaps even a child of Baal. She merits further investigation, and is the reason I still linger in the region. When dost thou leave?
Soon. A cadre of Flaming Fist soldiers will depart the Ducal Palace shortly. I have things to attend to before it does, but I'm sure you are a welcome addition to the caravan.
Prepare yourself, Boo. We are about to embark on another epic adventure.
Oh, cool. So they don't necessarily have to join me, but they can join the caravan. It's like a B team of sorts. Alright. Let's get out of here.
Not a problem.
I suppose the only...
Yes?
I should go chat with Lucilla. She has a trustworthy face. Who won't talk to me. Come on! Talk to me! I'm so very nice. Fine. Fine. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Alright, let's get out of here.
Finished? I'm ready to head out
yep.
when you are.
Someone tried to kill me tonight, and I'm in a bar. I slew 3 nobles upstairs. They were plotting against the city. Here, one of them was carrying this note. You should have come to me before taking matters into your own hands. I understand. I'll take more care in the future. Oh, the nobles attacked me. I was only defending myself. Oh. Alright, I'll see that everything's taken care of.
I stand
At
ready.
least I'm rebuilding my reputation. Uh-oh.
With ease.
Bar fight, eh? Oh, guys. Stop, everyone calm down. You there, you're the hero of Baldur's Gate. Title's a bit grand, I only did one in... Yeah, what of it? I'm sure of it, it's you. Can you help settle this? I don't want to have to call in the Ithtil and the other enforcers. This isn't your business, stranger. Keep out of it. Fight would damage the bar, people get hurt, yada yada yada. I'm making it my business. Stand down. I know you, hero. You are mixed up with Saravok. Everyone's talking about it. Why do we want to listen to you? Hey, you might have the darkest soul in here. Uh-huh. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. There's no talking to a lackwit like Altin. Violence is all he understands. Uh-huh. What about you? You seem reasonable. Reasonable. I am also a crew member of the Omnian Delight. I'm gonna beat this codfish cuddler into the ground. How about you give me a hand? No. How about we resolve this peacefully before I beat both of you? Enough with words. It's punching time. No. I'll give you a choice. Sit down or bleed out. I can take everyone in this bar if I have to. Alright, you've made your point. Come on, mates. Let's look elsewhere for fun. We're only looking for a quiet drink. Let's go. Well, that's the end of that. This has been interesting. Okay, now I'm ready.
I'm ready to head out when you are.
I believe so. I'll follow you out.
With ease. With ease.
Alright, let's get out of here. Tired of looking at all these people's smelly faces. Alright, Gorwyn, you up here? Gorwyn? Where did she go? Whatever. Off to the Sorcerer's Sundries. And the Elf Song Tavern.
We aren't far from the Elf Song Tavern. A few people you might want to speak with, Safana, Koran, and the Bard Garrick, have been seen there recently. Or if you'd like to get some supplies for the journey to Dragonspear, we can go to Sorcerer's Sundries.
I don't really have any need for... And what's all this now? We hear it.
Order is what matters.
Well, just sit tight till backup is rise. You require assistance? What's going on here? These refugees came to our city for aid, then repaid our generosity by causing a commotion in the street. Maybe we got a little bit rough with each other, but what of it? Tempers are short and the hours pass slowly. If you created disturbance, the Flaming Fist is obligated to detain you. Thank you, hero. Yes, I recognize you. Would you be willing to do us a favor? I have enough people to escort all these rowdies to headquarters. Could you go to the Flaming Fist Command Center and tell Jenks that Officer Vita needs reinforcements? Sure, of course. Please ask the Fist to show us mercy. We've lost our homes, our possessions, some of our families in the Crusade. We must lose our freedom, too. Well, perhaps you'll appreciate your freedom a little bit more after you spent a few days behind bars. Now still your red-blooding tongues before I still them for you.
Not a problem.
Alright, I guess we're off to the Fist. Yeah, this is a great-looking game.
Not a problem.
We're almost to Flaming Fist headquarters. There's a cleric being held there Duke Eltan thinks you might want to speak to. Though why anyone would want to talk to a madman like T-Ax is beyond me.
Oh, he's been sitting outside the Flaming Fist headquarters for some time, and they finally got him. Fair enough. Luckily, I have no need of him. Thanks for the shelter, my Flaming Fist friends. You're in the... Come with it. Okay, so it's just getting a drunk out. Whatever. I don't care.
I will do what I can to help you.
How are we going this fine day, night, whatever it is? I said move along, you addled drunkard. Please, officer, this poor fellow is obviously in distress. What's happened to him? By poor man, you mean once Lord Dalston, late of the Order of the Aster? Ask him yourself if you really want to know. He delights in the telling of the tale. You do me disservice. I take no joy in my story, but I hope it will deter those who tempted to walk on the low road of the drink debauchery of the debauchery. Tell me your story, Lord Dalston. Oh, and my words, heed me. May have strong where I was weak, stay true where I once faltered, and... Did I mention strong? Anyway, as a paladin of the Order of the Aster, I served... Argent was his name. More worthy servant Lathander never had. Indeed. On to the Asters, I've heard of him. He's a legend in some circles, a noble warrior, mighty and true to every account I've heard, but you say his name is Argent? Is he in some way related to Caelar Argent? As I can tell you of Caelar, my friend, she was a hellacious child, but her uncle, noble Owen, was patient with her. It cost him everything. It cost me everything. Whoa. Against him. Be out for days now. See if he isn't. I'd send him to the vultures, but for all his faults, he's a good enough sort. I'll take your word for it. Before he collapsed, he was talking about Caelar. She caused his fall, or so he claims. It's never very clear on how exactly. It's something to do with his mentor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a fallen paladin to lug to his cell.
With ease.
Alright.
You must
Well,
gather
let's
your
get
party
backup
before
sent.
venturing forth.
Head down the hall and keep on going through the central chamber to the wing opposite of this one, or just follow the ranting. Either one will get you to the maniac. I'll wait you here.
Not a problem.
Oh, and there they are. I've actually just come to talk to... Oh, you, Officer Jenks.
It will be done.
We're more than mercenaries.
We're busy here. Unless there's something you need, move it along. I got a message for you from someone named Vita. I'm Jenks. What's going on? Oh, a group of refugees causing a disturbance has been detained outside the Sorceress Sundries. She needs reinforcements. With everyone coming to the city, it's hard for us to respond to every incident. I'll get help to her as soon as I am able. Is there anything else? The refugees were frustrated over their losses and crowding the streets. They meant no harm. I hope you show them some leniency. We need to enforce the law, but I don't want to be unjust. Hold them for a night to let them cool off. Let Vita know reinforcements will arrive as soon as possible. Okay, I'll have a chat with TX. Wherever he is. Is it on the map? Ah. There he is. You there! Come here! TX commands you! Alright, you're like this. Well met, TX. How are you doing this night? How is TX doing? What sort of question is that for the Master of All? I would not want to upset the Master of All by being rude. Then you are wise. Perhaps when TX takes what is rightfully his, you will be spared. You may go now. I think that would be best. Fear the dark sun! That's probably for the best. Alright. Okay, let's go inform What's-Her-Face that her reinforcements are arriving, and then I will go to the Sorceress Sundries and make some purchases. Maybe they have some other fun things for me to buy.
Well, that was time well spent.
Yeah, that's alright. The night is young. Let us make haste. I suppose I could visit the Iron Throne too, but I don't really have that much reason to.
It will be done. Yes? Not a problem.
You, sir? Yeah, Drinks will send reinforcements as soon as he can. Oh, praise Helm for that. I'll bide here until they arrive. I thought about what Tenorm had to say, and he is right. Must have compassion for the refugees. I talked to Jenks. He'll keep them overnight to cool off, but no longer. Thank you. Having someone like you on our side means a lot. I don't have much left in this world, but please, take this as a show of mercy, of our appreciation. I hope you know what you're doing. Goodbye. Oh, that is a fine gift. Indeed.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
All right, get what you need. I'll cover the door.
Oh, that's good. Very well. Be careful. It's a fair bet someone's pocket is getting picked here. And take care that it's not yours. I'll follow you out when you go.
With ease.
Alright, well, maybe I can navigate this on next episode. I don't remember when I started this, but I'm certain I've run out of time. Thanks, everyone. I hope to see you next time. Take care and goodbye.